Have you ever been scrolling through Florida real estate listings and thought, wait, what's a casita? Or a coach home? Don't worry, you're not alone. As a busy realtor here in Southwest Florida, I get some of the best questions from my clients. Just this week, I had a great conversation with one of my sellers about the terminology used for different property types here and how different it is compared to other parts of the country. That conversation actually inspired me to make this video for you today. So if you've ever been confused by these terms, stay tuned because I'm breaking them all down for you, showing you what they mean and explaining the pros and cons of each when it comes to privacy, maintenance, and financial responsibility. Hi, I'm Kelly Olin, co-founder of Residence by eXp Realty here in beautiful Southwest Florida. In today's video, I'm going to explain the difference between property types that we have here, the single-family homes, villas, casitas, coach homes, condos, and even co-ops, so that you know exactly what you're looking at when you're shopping for homes. And I'd love to hear from you too. If you have a question about buying or selling in Southwest Florida, drop it in the comments below, or better yet, call or text me directly. And don't be shy. You can text me literally 24/7. You won't interrupt me if I'm with my family or even asleep. I'll just get back to you as soon as I am available. My number's on the screen below, and I'd truly love to hear from you. Also, don't forget to check the link in the description below for more resources and to download my free Southwest Florida relocation guide. Now let's start with the most familiar, the single-family home. Despite the name, you don't need to be a family to live in one. Single people, couples, retirees, everyone buys them. A single-family home simply means it's a structure that is detached, so you're not sharing walls with a neighbor. Here in Southwest Florida, you'll find single-family homes both inside HOAs and outside of them. Outside an HOA, you get more freedom. No one telling you what color to paint your house or where you can park your car, but you're also completely responsible for the lawn care, landscaping, and exterior maintenance. Now, in many HOAs, your lawn care is actually covered for you by the association, which is a huge plus, especially if you're only here part-time. You can leave for the summer and know that you won't return to a jungle. Insurance-wise, with single-family homes, you're generally covering the entire structure, plus your interior finishes and contents, which often means that it's a higher premium compared to other property types. But of course, that depends on the location, age, and construction of the home. Next up, villas. This is a term that you'll hear often in Southwest Florida. Villas are the closest thing to a single family home, but they come in two different flavors, attached and detached. An attached villa is kind of like a duplex or even a fourplex, but usually all single story. You share at least one wall with a neighbor. A detached villa might look like a single family home at first glance, but usually it sits on a smaller home site with more included maintenance in an HOA. Most villas are single story and include an attached garage, so they feel like a single family home, but often with less upkeep. For many people, villas are the perfect balance for privacy, convenience, and affordability. One thing to watch out for in attached villas, when you have shared walls or a shared roof line, the responsibility for big ticket items like the roof or exterior walls can sometimes fall back on the homeowners, not on an HOA. That can mean that you and your neighbor might need to chip in together for a roof replacement, depending on how the community's rules and regulations are written. So it's always important to double check what you're responsible for before you buy so that you go in with your eyes wide open. And if you're not sure how to sort through those details, that's exactly what I am here for. Call or text me anytime. I'd be happy to walk you through it and help you find the right fit. Now let's talk about casitas. This is another term that you'll hear a lot in Florida, and sometimes many buyers from out of state have never heard of this term. A casita is basically a small separate living space that's attached to or located right next to the main home. Think of it as a guest house, or maybe a separate in-law suite, or even a private apartment for visitors. Casitas almost always have their own private entrance and their own bathroom, and sometimes even a kitchenette. They're extremely popular here for multi-generational living. Say you have parents or adult children living with you, or you just want a really private space for guests when they come to visit you from out of town. Some homeowners even use their casitas as a home office or a studio space since it's completely separate from the main house. From a value standpoint, casitas are a huge plus because they give you flexible living arrangements. The downside? They're typically only found in certain floor plans or communities, so if a casita is on your wish list, your options might be more limited. But when you do find one, they can really set your home apart. One thing to watch out for though, although rare, I have seen some builders use the word casita a little loosely. Sometimes they're actually referring to what's actually more like a townhome, but they just label it a casita to make it sound more tropical or desirable. So it's always important to really read the description and understand what type of casita the builder is talking about. Now let's talk about coach homes. Think of them as a variation of townhouses, but with a twist. The term isn't unique to Florida, but you'll hear it a lot here, especially in communities that you want to give you the feel of a house with the maintenance and ease of a condo. Typically, a coach home will include a garage, and often the garage is attached, but don't assume that. Sometimes it might be detached and its placement can vary. It could be in the front of the home, at the side of the home, or even behind the home. One of the key distinctions between coach homes and condos is that coach homes often feel more like a single family home. Private entrances, their own garage, but still fall under condo or association type structures. That usually means the association handles exterior maintenance, building insurance, and so on, which can reduce your personal insurance costs compared to a single family home. The trade-off is that even though your personal insurance might be lower, you might find yourself paying multiple fees. One for the master association, which would be like your community amenities, and one for the condo or coach home association, which is like your building maintenance. So while this might feel like more like a home, the financial structure and the association component should be considered. Speaking of condos, down here in Florida, when you see what looks like an apartment, we don't actually call it an apartment. We call it a condo. So whether it's a high-rise with a lobby or a smaller building with a carport or detached garage, it's usually called a condo here in Florida. Ownership typically means that you own the interior of your unit, while the association covers the building exterior, common areas, and master insurance. You'll just need to insure the inside, your floors, cabinets, appliances, and your personal property. One of the big advantages is that your personal insurance is usually lower compared to single-family homes, since the association carries the master policy for the building itself. But on the flip side, condo association fees are often higher since you are paying into that coverage as well as the upkeep of shared amenities like pools, gyms, and landscaping and things of that nature. Typically, for just the interior and your contents, you're probably looking at about $1,000 a year as a premium. Privacy is another important factor. With condos, you're not just sharing walls like a villa or a townhome, you're often sharing walls, floors, and ceilings with your neighbors. That means noise transfer can be more noticeable depending on the construction's quality. For some people, condos are the perfect opportunity because they're low maintenance and you have that lock and leave friendliness. But for others, the extra fees and close proximity to neighbors can be a drawback. If you're wondering whether a condo or any of these property types would be the best fit for you, don't forget you can always reach out to me. Just call or text me directly at the number on the screen. I would love to help you. Finally, let's touch on co-ops or cooperative ownerships. These aren't as common anymore in Southwest Florida, but you might still see them in older communities. With a co-op, you don't technically own your unit. Instead, you own shares in a corporation that owns the entire building. That gives you the right to occupy a specific unit in the building. Because of this structure, financing as a co-op can sometimes be a little trickier, and rules about rentals and ownership transfers are more strict. Fees may include things like building maintenance, property taxes, and sometimes even utilities bundled together. Here in Florida, many older co-op properties are actually phasing out, so you'll see fewer and fewer of them on the market compared to condos and villas. So there you have it, single-family homes, villas, casitas, coach homes, condos, and even co-ops explained. Each property type comes with its own pros and cons, whether it's privacy, cost, or lifestyle. Which of these would best fit your lifestyle here in Southwest Florida? Drop a comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts. And remember, if you're thinking about making a move, don't forget to check out my free relocation guide that's linked below. And of course, call or text me anytime. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.